There are billions of stars in the sky. So too are there countless worlds, places destroyed by war, built by peace, full of allies, enemies, lovers, and rivals. All of them, all of us, have one thing in common. We come from the stars, and to the stars we return. These are the adventures of the USS Zagreus.
Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Whelan. My pronouns are he, him. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. Tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play show.
Flaps.
Greg.
Flaps.
Tonight, we are playing Star Trek Adventures from Modifius Entertainment. We're playing the second edition of this game. This is the second season of our Star Trek show. So we're racking up quite a few episodes here. I believe this is the fourth one of our second season and the 10th one overall. Now, when I say episode, I actually mean like 3 things. So we've got a lot, is what I'm saying. We're probably gonna at least hit the same amount that Enterprise has or something. This is the beginning of the 4th arc of this season, which means this is an okay place to start. But if you want to see more of these characters and how they came to be and who they are, we recommend you go back to the first episode of this season at the very least. Or if you want even more Star Trek content, go all the way back to our first episode of our first season. And you'll get to see all sorts of fantastic Star Trek adventures, hence the title of the role-playing game. Now, what we're going to do here is go around the table, have everybody introduce who they are, what character they're playing, what rank they hold, and what role they fulfill on the ship. So let's begin with our first Mind Player.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Fishburne, she, her, and I am playing Lieutenant Commander Thang, who is the Klingon Chief of Security aboard the USS Zagreus.
Oh my god, she was off book.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hello, my name is Ethan Eichset Anderson, he, him, and I am playing Gullick, the Tellarite Transportation Grunt.
Because he got demoted.
Let's move on to our next Mind Player.
Hi, my name is Tawny P. Thompson, she, hers, and I am playing Lieutenant Tira Sidak, the Flight Controller, Orion of the USS Zagreus.
And last but not least, our final Mind Player of the evening.
Hi there, I am Sarah Babe, she, they, and I am playing Captain Kashatal, who is the commanding officer of the USS Zagreus, and she's a Trill.
As this is a Star Trek story, we have to begin it in the Star Trek manner, which means a captain's log. And who better to read the captain's log than our very own captain? Take it away,
Spoilers.
Sarah Babe.
Captain's log 47524.8. Being a captain often means bearing the weight of responsibility and bad news. We're the ones that have to tell people their loved ones died, or that the negotiations have failed and war is coming. On the other hand, it's always a good day when you see an officer under your command ready to take the next step in their career. I've seen plenty of last chance cadets turn it around and become vital parts of Starfleet. I can't imagine that feeling ever gets old.
So we begin with the classic orbital, or not the classic orbital shot, the shot of the Zagreus moving through space during the voiceover. And then we cut to the captain's ready room. Now, the captain's office is like different than the ready room. Like the ready room is the table, and then you've got sort of the...
If I can, I imagine I do a drive-by
Like, I enter the bridge, drive by, say, meet me in my red room, and go to the ready room.
Okay. I was going to suggest. Let me throw my suggestion out.
Of course.
there, and then we'll see who wins. Spoiler alert: it's going to be Sarah. I was going to ask you, what is your technique for making your crew members sweat when you've called them into your office? Do you look at them? Do you like pretend to fill out bullshit paperwork? Do you like look out the window? Is that how you want to enter it, or do you want to do the drive-by?
I do want to do the drive-by
Okay.
and then do the technique.
Okay. So she swoops by Gunny and says, in my ready room.
Now.
And you lean over to
What'd you do, Gunny?
what did I do? It's probably what did you do?
What did I do? Why would she call you in if I did something? I would just be in the brig painting my nails.
Great.
Have fun.
He goes in and he's standing at attention. Yes, Captain?
Have a seat, Gunny.
He sits down. Still at as much attention as he can.
So, want to tell me why I called you in here?
Permission to speak freely, sir?
Granted.
Okay, look, just because Tira and I are together doesn't mean that, like, I can monitor her, like, 24/7, okay? Like, whatever she's done, or you've heard that she's planning on doing, like, I don't, like, she doesn't tell me everything. She, like, you know.
Break up with him now.
Like,
I'm not in the room.
Like, I am her partner. I am not her supervisor.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
This when you get up from your desk and walk behind him while he's sitting down.
No. I think at this point, I go, I'm gonna need more from you, Gunny, and I stand up and do the whole look out the window thing. Obviously at an angle so I can still see him and enjoy it.
Squirming.
Yeah.
Or do you see his reflection?
I'm gonna have Gunny roll.
Composure?
No, insight plus command here to see if he can sniff something out. He got 2 successes.
Opposing roll?
Was that?
Opposing roll?
Sure. What do we want to roll for bluff here? I'm gonna say,
Insight
Control?
and command.
yeah.
Can I pull in a value?
This early,
Yeah.
you values. Remember, are only you use your determination for those.
Oh wait. Diplomacy. Can I pull in diplomacy?
What are any of your rolls underneath your command?
5. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking.
Okay. Well, so that means you're kind of at a détente. Like he at least is not
I rolled
like.
3.
Oh, well, why didn't you say that?
Well, because you didn't ask.
He clams up at this point. I think he realizes, like, he does not want to say anything else without his lawyer present.
Nothing.
Union representative?
Whatever.
Space lawyer.
What's it? Is
Space Jag.
Space Jag.
Sarah's nickname in
Jags. He's a lieutenant, correct?
Yeah.
I turn around. Nothing else to say, Lieutenant?
No, ma'am. I have no. I would like to know why you've called me in here.
I'm sorry. You really think you're in trouble?
You usually don't get called to the principal's office to have a fun chat about the latest music.
You're right, but have you done anything wrong?
Not that you're aware of.
Oh, don't worry. I would be aware of it.
Well, then I've done nothing wrong.
Exactly. Why would I bring you into my reading room?
Well, you want to talk to me about something important that you don't want to talk about in front of the rest of the members of the crew.
So, do you know who Zagreus is?
You mean the mythological figure?
Yes.
Didn't he go through the underworld? You know what? No, I'm not even going to guess. Please, this is clearly all part of the speech that you've got set up, so I don't want to.
It's not even a speech. But he's the, I believe he's a demigod, son of Hades. And you know who he's related to? Ares.
Okay. Captain, I am not really hitting the riddle here. Is this all part of what are you trying to say?
Lieutenant, the USS Ares with Captain Agresta. They're looking for a flight controller. I think you should take it. I've already sent my recommendation.
Well,
you don't have to.
No. Well, I've got like 24 hours usually to follow up, make sure that you're not just sending, because I don't want you to have recommended me without me following up on it, sir.
The recommendation says, upon your approval.
Okay. Well,
I wouldn't put you in such a short-term bind.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate the recommendation. I appreciate the fact that you know that that's how important that role is to me.
You're a great pilot. And you deserve for everyone else to see how great of a pilot you are.
Cut to the bridge.
Sorry, that was a typo. It's comptroller. The flight comptroller.
No. That needs an election.
Cut to, there's somebody else sitting in Gunny's seat when he got called into Captain Tall's office. Commander Zagreus was like, "Okay, well, time for some cross training." Lieutenant Lahai, and the communications officer turns in her chair. Classic Vulcan, blue suit, short hair. Yes, Commander. Why don't you sit up front here? I'm sure you could probably learn a few things here at the knee of Lieutenant Seadock.
Right. Yeah.
She walks over, sits down, and says, "Lieutenant, what are your orders, Commander?" I don't know. Straight line. Just double check Gunny's plot to make sure that we're efficiently patrolling the sector.
Why don't you tell me what you would plot?
Well, it would depend on what the ultimate outcome of this mission is. The mission parameters are to patrol the sector and assist any vessels that may require our help. Therefore, I would plot a 3-point course through the different planetary modules, and she starts kind of bipping along.
She's overthinking this, isn't she? Or
Well,
in what way does it differ from Gunny's?
She's a Vulcan.
Give me an insight plus con roll here.
For those of you who don't know, unlike the rest of the people at the table, Vulcans are very logical.
I know who Spock.
Actually, I don't think she has short the bowl cut. I think she has like the high and tight ponytail. So I think that I didn't.
One of them is under my con, and if perhaps composure
No.
or astronavigation?
That would.
Okay.
So that's 3?
Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay. I didn't actually tell you this before you rolled, but this is actually going to be a 0 roll. So you've got 3 momentum.
Beautiful.
Okay. I'm gonna bank those because I don't feel like I have any particular questions at the moment
Okay.
that are of any particular.
I mean, you could also spend 2 of them to create a trait that would affect either Zachary or Lahai.
We use Zachary a lot.
And maybe we'll use Lahai.
I don't know that. I'm not metagaming Jordan.
It's okay.
We do use Zachary a lot.
Yeah.
And he's your buddy.
He's my buddy.
It's a trait called dad wink. He just like looks at you and goes, when he thinks you're like unsure about something.
No, that would be I believe in you.
I
Sloan.
believe in you, kid.
I was gonna say I feel like the trait would actually be, you're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah.
You got this, kid.
You're doing great, kiddo.
That's the one. It's the
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll bank the third.
Right. Well, here, allow me to transfer the course that I plotted, and you can compare it to Lieutenant Halverson, and tell me which one you prefer.
Sure.
She zips it over. Gunny's is much more
Straightforward.
well. It's not. Gunny's is definitely more in tune with your flight style. Like, I think he knows that you like to occasionally, go off the path and check something cool out and then come back.
Yeah.
Whereas hers is much more like grid, kind of a structure to it.
Okay. Then I think I take a look for a minute. I give it like solid thought and I say, what's her rank?
She's a lieutenant.
Okay. Lieutenant, tell me, what was the primary?
JG. I'm Lieutenant JG.
Very well.
She's a lieutenant. I just wanted to correct you because she's a Vulcan and they do
Sure.
that all the fucking time.
Lieutenant JG. Tell me again what the primary objective was.
To efficiently cover this sector of space to ensure that we are within minimum distance of any sort of distress call, spatial anomaly, or any other situation that may require the assistance of a Federation starship.
So the course you've plotted, it's very straightforward, very grid-like, one could say.
Is that?
That's a question.
Well, she looks at the commander.
I'm not asking the commander, I'm asking you.
Is that a compliment?
It was a question.
Can a question be a compliment?
No. Maybe. Not this time. All right, let me explain. See, if you take a look over here at Lieutenant Gunny's plot, we veer towards various areas, not only to, give us a little bit of scenery, but also then we're closer to any sort of emergency signals or things that might be coming off of planets or other bodies. Whereas on a grid like you see here, we don't go near enough to pick up weak signals.
I see.
So you have to be a little more...
I apologize for my inefficiency, Lieutenant.
I mean, I'm not like dressing you down or anything. I'm just like, think about it. Next time when you plot a course, you got to be a little more free flowing with it. It's a feel, not a.
I understand. Not all criticism is emotional. This is a very logical criticism, and for that, I appreciate it.
Cool.
I am not aware of a change in temperature, Lieutenant.
I look over at Zachary.
I think he's got like a corner twitch, like, hey man, Vulcan's gonna Vulcan, yo, like. Do you want So I'm asking you as Tawny, the player, do you want to detect the signal, or do you want Lahai to detect it?
What kind of role would that be?
I'm asking you, just narratively.
Okay. I think I would probably let her try, but like,
Well, no, I like.
either backing it up.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Well, basically, I want.
Oh, not like, okay, go ahead and see if you can find
No,
anything. More like, hey, there's a signal coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Probably while my back is turned looking at Zachary, she notices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, I have replotted the navigation under your parameters.
Let's take a look.
And sure enough, she has modified it to be a little more loosey-goosey, I guess.
Vibes.
But now one of the areas you're getting a small anomaly reading that the ship is going to pass by.
Commander, it appears we're picking up an anomaly in Sector 17.
I thought it would make for good scenery, says Lahai.
I'm sure it will.
All right, well, either of you ladies wish to scan the thing?
Go ahead, Lahai.
Fascinating. It would appear to be a low-level repeating radio signal. I believe. Yes? It looks to be using an ancient Earth communication style known as Morse code.
Does anybody on the bridge know Morse code?
I'm fluent in over 75 different languages. Please hold.
She's a communications officer.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of what they do.
Okay, but like Morse code.
Fair.
SOS.
Ah. I know that one.
USS Bradley.
We've pinged Sarah.
SOS. USS Bradley.
Do we have any background on the USS Bradley?
Give
Other than
me
Sarah
a.
Googling it?
It's a made-up ship. You're not going to find it.
She knows that. She knows everything about Star Trek.
Give me a
I have
reason plus.
I was thinking the Bradbury.
Yeah, no. Reason plus engineering.
I
And
have
you're-
a thing for this. Starship expert. Whenever you succeed at a con task to identify a type of starship or to try to understand an unknown form of starship,
Yeah.
you gain 1 bonus momentum, which may only be used on the obtain information momentum spend, or to pay part of the cost of the create trait momentum spend.
Okay.
The trait must represent some form of known or observed weakness in the ship being studied.
Okay.
Do you want help? I have to roll under a 10.
I'm so sorry. What am I?
I don't even. I wasn't even
and-
sure if you're actually on the bridge.
Things just do her thing.
Hey, I heard some dice rolling. What's going on, guys?
Was this con and what? Sorry.
the target lock button.
Reason plus con.
Just in case.
I mean, if you want to help in some way, thing, I don't know.
You do have a moment.
I don't think I need it. I'm rolling 13.
Well,
Okay, you're good.
I'm just saying.
yeah.
Once your dice both roll 20s.
I have 1 8 and 1 17.
Okay.
So 1 success.
So you get that bonus only if you succeed.
Whenever you succeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need. I didn't call it, so you needed 2 to succeed.
Okay.
If you wish, if you want to succeed, I will happily take a 2 threat in exchange for a success, and then you would get your bonus momentum.
How much that you got over there?
8, because I start with 2 per player.
That's pretty early.
LFG.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll take the momentum.
that's a Constitution class starship, like an old Constitution class starship. That would be the start. That would for those of us
For those at home.
For those at home who are not Star Trek experts, basically the same type of ship that the Enterprise was back in the original TV series.
Got it. So the one I stole.
No, the original series?
I stole it out of a museum.
Was that not in her personnel file?
Section 31 just took that right out.
I relay this information to the commander. And I would like to use the momentum that I'm supposed to use.
Yeah, so you get to ask an additional question.
Can I tell how long it's been here?
It's moving at 1/4 impulse power. So probably a very long time.
Okay.
Like months maybe.
Okay.
Probably like you need to get closer to actually scan the ship, but if it's moving that slowly, it's been in this area for a while.
Okay. Commander, it appears to be the USS Bradley. It's probably been here for quite a while.
Like how long?
At least a few months, sir.
What kind of ship is it?
It's a Constitution class, sir.
Oh, so why don't you go ahead and set an intercept course there, Doc? Let's see what kind of shape the old girl is in.
Lahai, would you like to chart the course?
Very well. Actually, as you say, Lahai, would you like to chart the course? That's when Gunny walks out of the captain's office. Who's in my chair?
She's learning shit! Stuff! And things. Gunny.
I apologize, Lieutenant, but I was told that this is the chair for only the hot crew members.
Thing's just laughing at the background.
Tall comes out of her ready room to that and just like...
She said it.
She figured out temperature with that one.
I like that Megan's a little bit of a wine mom in the background.
I'm just looking at security feeds and checking
just
our
walks behind.
perimeter all day.
Drops some bombs and then
If there
walks
were
away.
like Starfleet like coffee cups, that would be
Oh, there are.
what she walks past with all the time, back and forth to her
I saw
station.
I just sent. They're doing a master replicas version of the tea set that Picard uses in the tea Earl Grey hot scenes, and Sarah was like, "Likely." Anyway,
Does Thang send, like, you could do everything on one console, but you send it to another console just so you can walk by just to snarkily say shit and check on things and then send it back to the other console? They're like, oh, I gotta go over here now.
Do you know how boring it is on the bridge when nothing is happening for the chief of security? The only thing that Thing does is give briefings to the security staff, training for the security staff,
and drop some bomb-ass one-liners.
ask the captain if I can force everybody to go through training drills, and then drop one-liners in the background.
Captain, says Zachary, I have a blast from the past for you. On screen, Mr. Halverson. And sure enough, slowly rotating is an old Constitution class vessel, still mostly intact.
The hell?
No, the Bradley.
The Bradley, sir. It's been here at least a few months, sir. Moving at quarter impulse speed, sir.
That's gonna be one of those days, isn't it?
It is, sir.
Get a tractor beam
Would
on
you like
it.
a drink, sir?
Not yet.
Okay.
Captain, it seems to be powering up.
What?
Red alert, shields up.
powering up any weapons. It looks like it's diverting life support to a couple of sections on the ship. There are life signs. I'm already attempting to raise them on communications, but they are not responding to my hails, Captain.
Send them something in Morse code.
What would you like to send, Captain?
Hello. You need help?
Sending now. They are able to restore audio contact.
Bring it up.
There's a burst of static.
USS Bradley. This is the USS Zagreus. I'm Captain Tall.
Oh, thank God. I'm Chief Engineer O'Shaughnessy. I'm one of the last remaining crew members of the Bradley.
Can we transport you over? Do you require medical assistance?
No, we're fine here. I'll take a shuttle over.
Does that seem odd?
Captain.
That seems odd.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked.
What is I feel like what is Tall's like, you know,
Cut
like
the feet.
well no, like what is her like mute button, you know, so that you can okay. Lahai hits the mute.
The fuck?
With so many available life signs on board, he doesn't want to rescue, Captain. That is... If he does come over individually over shuttle, I think it's a good idea
It did sound like a woman's voice.
Okay. If she does come over via shuttle, I think we should send a party over to investigate while she is aboard.
Or how do we think... Yes?
What if she's Trillish?
What?
I was thinking that as well.
Do you want somebody to pull her file while you're talking?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. So that's what Zachary goes over and. Well,
Bring it back up.
He says, Bridget O'Shaughnessy, Chief Engineer, USS Bradley, and he pulls up a picture of a fine Irish lass, flaming red hair in
Shocker.
in one of the the original series miniskirt red red outfits. So
Original series?
that's me conveying the the original Star Trek.
Right. But that's like an old uniform, right? Like a really old uniform.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
that's like hundreds.
The Constitution class is a very old ship as well. It's like 100 years old.
Okay.
I think it's like 200 at this point.
We're in like 2369. The
Nice.
Buckle up, everyone. Here we
Oh,
go.
obviously.
It's like a Greek tramine showing up next to a modern day aircraft carrier. That's exactly what.
What the fuck's a tramine?
The Greek ships that they would row and ram each other with
Oh.
and spit Greek fire.
Dabo.
That's boot.
Dude, fuck you and your character still, by the way.
It would be more of like a
Wooden pirate boat.
yeah, like a wooden
Viking ship.
not a Viking.
It'd be a World War I fighting plane versus an F-35.
Yeah. Okay. Analogies, everybody. Pew pew pew. Did any of those work?
Sure.
LFG.
It all depends on the viewers.
So he shows the picture. He says, but according to your Starfleet file, not chief engineer, yeoman.
Hmm.
Maybe
Turn it out again.
Chief
Hey,
engineer.
Chief.
Yes. Am I to who? I'm speaking to the captain.
Yes, this is Captain Tall.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna just transport you guys over. Unless you can give me a good reason why not. And I mean a good reason.
No, I guess. What if you just beamed me over?
What's going on over there?
Nothing is going on. If you want to talk in person, I understand that.
Why can't we bring your crew?
Captain. Hostage negotiation or situation?
Or what if they stole the ship out of a museum? Just spitballing here.
It could be that she cannot speak in front of the people around her,
Not
Captain.
everybody steals ships out of museums,
Okay,
Tira.
but some people do.
Yeah, okay. By some people, you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hot, but...
Thanks.
How's your warp core doing?
We haven't used our warp drive in years. The dilithium crystals ran out a very long time ago. We've been making our way back into Federation space with our impulse drive. If you need us to come, upon further reflection, I guess we probably should come over and get some medical assistance, because we've been running it silent and deep for a very long time.
Is something chasing you?
No, we've just been trying to get home.
All right. We'll transport you all over and have our doctor take a look at you.
And that is where we end our first episode of this arc. Join us again next week to see the crew of the Zagreus unravel the mystery of this potential ghost ship. But until then, from all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Whelan saying, just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
As soon as we get them over, open fire.
Congratulations, fellow human! You've reached the end of an exciting episode of Theater of the Mind Players. If you enjoyed our story, please like the video. If you want more games, subscribe to our channel. Attack the bell for notifications on new posts. If you liked the episode, please tell us what you enjoyed the most in the comments. If you loved the episode, consider joining our Patreon. You'll get access to special shows, session zeros, and help us determine what we play on the show. We love our friends of Pat Rayon, and we hope to see you there.